My name is Spero Villioti. Join us as we unpick the threads of our creative fashion community, always remembering our values of nurturing, being commercially savvy and extraordinary. It's a crazy place filled with fun, passion, dedication and so much laughter, which we love.
Hello and welcome to Growing Fashion Villioti Unpicked. In this episode, we get to spend some time with our first year students as well as Spero Villioti. He is going to be drawing some fashion faces with them. In this class, he helps them develop their proportion and their balance when illustrating fashion faces. So there are a few tricks and tips hidden within the video that he highlights in order to make sure that your fashion faces are in proportion and balanced. If you feel like you'd like to try some of these tips yourself, please feel free to do so, and my email address will be in the description below. So if you'd like to draw your own fashion illustration or your own fashion face and send it through to us to have a look at, we would love to get your feedback and to see as well. So I hope you enjoy this episode.
None of you have done a masterclass with me yet, have you? So this is your first masterclass with me. I don't always do them. I only do them for my favorites. Yeah. So you are my favorite today. Today. Okay. So what this masterclass is going to be about is I want to see how you draw faces. Only HB, no erasers are allowed on the table. So there's no erasing. Okay. It doesn't matter if you don't draw it perfectly. Just try and draw over it. This is just plain fashion illustration so that you can get fast to the point of your message. That is what fashion illustration is. Like, if I had to draw a face, I want to do it like this, like this, like this. I'll put the mouth, right, the nose, eyebrow, eyebrow, eye. This is super fast, not perfect, but I don't care. Okay, super fast, not perfect, I don't care. I've got the message across. Right, there she is. There's her nose, hair. There she is straight away, okay? 5 seconds. Time is money. And I know you all like money. And you like shopping because you're designers, right? And we like stuff. We want to buy stuff. Right? We like all the latest stuff. But when we design for the ultimate woman. And no woman wants you to draw her fat. Go see.
I'm sorry, I was lost. I went back to my class.
Here. So, you will get a project later in the time that you're here where you do get assigned a client. And your client might be short, might be a little bit weighty. Are you going to draw a short, weighty person and say, this is what I think is for you? No, you'll insult her. And students did that before, and the woman was very offended. So, to not offend people, we draw them on long, elongated silhouettes, and then people feel, ooh, that's how she sees me. You know, I feel good. Because no one wants to really see themselves looking horrible. Okay? And no one wants to, I mean, there's your friend who's standing like skinny and she's like a model. She gets like a super drawing and you get this funny, dumpy drawing. It's not going to make you feel good, right? No, not at all. So we just standardize everything and we always draw them as fashion models. Okay, so they're always skinny, tall, thin. Doesn't matter what your customer looks like. If you draw her fat, she will tell you she's not coming back to you again. Maybe in a harsher way than that. I'm recording, so I can't use the You know which word I want. What I want you to do first, I'm giving you 2 minutes to draw me a face. Okay, so 2 minutes, I'm going to be coming around, I'm going to look at everybody's sketch. Just draw it. I want it this big. This big, a face. This big. I don't want a face this big, I want it this big. Okay? So quick, just draw it. Okay, time. Good. Moving on. Okay, I want you to put that paper in front of you, and I want each one of you to hold it up. What makes a beautiful face? Balance and proportion. So I'm going to draw a board here. Okay? I'm going to draw another one here. I'm going to draw another one here. Okay? And I'm going to draw another one here. And I'm going to draw her eyes. Is she pretty? Is she pretty? No. Is she pretty? No. She's not perfect, but is she prettier? Why? What's the proportion? Okay, so the easy thing is you have the egg that you all can do, right? What you can't do is know where the middle of the egg is. Where's the middle of the egg? Here.
No.
Here. Here.
No.
Here.
No.
Here. That's where the eyes go. So it's exactly in the middle of the egg. And all of you, if you look at your pictures, if you take it and fold it so that the top of the head and the top of the bottom of the chin falls in line. Oh, Barbara got it right. Okay. So she did get the eyes in the middle. She just stuck them too close together. So I want you each to fold it and see the top of your egg to the bottom of your egg. And you'll see if your eyes were in the middle. So that's the first rule that you really, really need to stick to. Okay. Can you see your mistake? Is it here? It's the best one. I didn't say it was perfect. Okay, so if you just put the eyes a bit lower, it would be better. Let's see yours. Yours. Show everybody. Look how wrong. Who's got it perfect? Who's got it perfect in the middle? Is there anyone who's got it perfect? Let's see. I did say that, but did you get it good?
Mine is like just.
That's good. That's why I said that's a better one, and I said yours was a better one. Yours? No. Yours? Do you like that? Is yours in the middle?
It's just off.
Just below? Okay.
How would you define balance in a fashion context?
Balance in a fashion
Yes,
context.
like balance, because you mentioned balance in proportion when you come
Yes.
to communication. So
Yeah.
I don't understand what balance is.
Balance is that if you have a person with one eye up here and one eye down there, that is unbalanced. That we're not dressing, we are drawing the ultimate people for fashion. So the proportions, even though she's got a very round face, she's still prettier than any other. These are not balanced and proportions. If her mouth was off crooked like that, it's disturbing to the eyes. And we don't realize it. That's how we see people. We like to see balance and proportion. If the eyes are too close, she looks funny. We have to show you the right way. And sometimes the right way is hard and quite blunt. So you've got to learn, and most of you are all beautiful people. Except for Pia, okay? Here we're talking about the perfect fashion pose. Okay, there is beauty in that as well, but that is art. So we're not doing that. We're doing fashion, so it's very important, balance and proportion and clothes, and it all carries all through to the body. So it's very important that you draw nice balance and proportion so that you can see the silhouette. And when we buy clothes, we try on different clothes and we see what works with our bodies. The other mistake is that you're not confident with your pencil. So on the back of that paper that you've just drawn, I want you to take the pencil and I want you to go down hard, light, hard, light, hard, light, hard, light. And as you do it, get gentler. Don't smash the nib, but get used to doing. Use your pencil. Okay, do straight. Now, I want you to do an oval just one time. Just do an oval. Press hard and lift up light. Press hard and lift up light. Doesn't have to be the perfect oval. Just hard and light. And get used to using your pencil. Draw with confidence. So now I want you to start light. After that, a line, start light and get harder and stop. Light to hard. So you get light to hard. So it's having wrist control and pressure control when you draw. Okay, it's really important. You can't sit there what you were all doing and it's like tickling the page. You're so afraid to draw and be judged that it's so pale and light that you're tickling the page. I don't want you to be that. I want you to just draw it. And it comes with practice. The more you practice, the better you'll become. So what's the distance between the eyes? An eye. So you know all that. And why? So then the mouth is sort of halfway between those two. Maybe that's a bit low. Okay, so it's a bit there. Okay, and that's where I would do the mouth. Okay, the eyebrows are here. Okay. Now, this is not a nice shaped egg. I would take some off here to make her look nicer. Look at her, how she will change. So I take a bit off there. I mean, it's not the perfect drawing, but it doesn't matter. But already, I'm making a bigger mess than anything. Okay, but already she looks a bit better, right? She's not so round anymore. Now, if I had to add her hair, and I have, where do the ears go? From the there, bottom of the nose. Okay, and her neck, is her neck here? That's weird. Okay, so your neck is here. Okay, so now we're going to go, so now you know the proportions, right? You got the proportions. Okay, now draw it again. So we have the eye. The eyeball actually is this big. So whatever size you draw it, and if you look at everybody's eye, you can see it touches the bottom and the top is covered. How do we make this eye a sexy eye? We're going to cover half of it. Okay? We cover three quarters. So we look at it at 3/4. You see that? The black thing in the middle is here. Okay? Then you get the eyelashes. That's a better eye. So if I did the eye here with the pencil, and this is where I'm pressing hard to do the eyelashes and soft and flicking off at the end. Okay? And I'll do it more, darken it up a bit. I'll darken the corners of the eye. Okay, so that makes a prettier eye than you guys drawing them. Okay, so that's wrong. But if I just take this eye and I close it a bit, and I put the eyeball there. It's not perfect, but it's easier to look at, right? Okay. So now I want you, all of you, to draw me an eye. Your eyelashes go more to the side. Okay. But your proportions are nice. Very nice. But you haven't covered enough. So look at this now. The pupil is too big. You're quite an artist. But cover that. The pupil looks like it's too dark, it's too big, this is too big. Our pupils only get this big when we're in the dark. Normally, our pupil would be much smaller, so it's making it look weird, but you'll be drawing amazingly. I'm not worried about you. So just cover more of the ball, almost to, so if it's a circle, take away that much of the circle. Lose that much. See?
Yeah.
That's the eyelid. So don't be scared to have the, look how beautiful that is. It's actually lovely. Let me show you. So already I'm seeing a vast improvement in all of you. Okay. Cover a bit more. Don't be scared to cover and do. You can see how I'm pressing with my pencil. This is where you put your eyeshadow. Darken the inside of the eye. And there. Okay, that's better. Let's see. This is a nice one. We're getting there. You got it? Very nice.
That was the first one.
Better. So just cover the eyeball as much as possible. Can you see, as soon as I cover it more, the eye gets sexier. As soon as I cover number one more, the eye gets sexier. You see, it's more like alluring is the word. Alluring. Who did this one? Wow, did you do art at school?
That's 6. That looks real.
Wow, even the artists are going, wow. That's lovely. You've listened to everything. You're going to be amazing. Just follow the rules, and it's beautiful. Best one. Well done. What's your name? Huh? Cabello. Cabello. Okay. Beautiful Cabello. Well done. Draw the one next to it. I'm going to do a lot of emphasis on the nose. So when I do a nose, I do a little curve like that. Right? Which is really easy. You can all do that. And then I do a little thing like that, and a little thing like that. That's the nose. I'll try and draw a pretty one so that you can see. Can you see the nose? I'm going to pass it round to you. I'm going to do her eyebrows. I'm going to give her a bit of a cheekbone. Okay, so there's a little teardrop. and the little teardrop and the curve down. That's all the nose is. Okay, so what you mustn't do, where's my clothes? She's not perfect, it's hard on the board, okay? So don't get cross with me. Don't do this. Because that looks like Miss Piggy. Okay. So we're not drawing Miss Piggy, we're drawing a human in a very stylized way. So it's just a curve with a bit there and a bit there. That's all. Eyebrow, eyebrow. I would slim this face to there.
You say that it's more important to master how to draw according to the guidelines rather than showing off the
Yes, very good point. Master the basic rules now, and as you get better and more confident, you will be able to draw with more style, more abstracty, more unrealistic, more edgy. Okay, so if I had to do an eye in a more edgy way, I could just do that. If I had to draw her I don't even have to do the whole face. Okay, that's more stylized, and I've used the side of my pencil. Okay. But that's how I would draw it. Like say for my croquis book, I wouldn't even draw her whole face. I'd do maybe an eyebrow like that. That's more stylized. But that will come later. Like even if I had to put her hair. Okay, but to learn, you need to do both eyes. And you're going to struggle with that because you'll do one big eye and one small eye, or one eye up or one eye down. I went through all that. But then as I got on and I started working, I thought, you know what? Bother always doing the eyes. I'll just do one eye and I'll stick the hair in front of her. There she is. You can't see the other eye. But then she's much more stylized than she is, right? She is also stylized, but a bit more realistic. Okay, and the hard part of this is getting it all balanced and proportioned. Let me just do some hair on her. And it softens her straight away. So it's not about going into great detail. Okay, so you can see the difference there. More stylized.
From all of us at the Villioti Fashion Institute, we would like to thank our patrons for their contribution towards the Fashion Education Foundation. Paulette Vieira, Dawn Swartz, Debbie van der Venter, and Joshua van der Venter. Remember, if you would like to become a patron and support those who need it most, feel free to subscribe. The details to our patron account are listed below in our video description.